Good afternoon, everyone. It's Stretford. How you're doing? And welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. I hope everyone's doing fine. Everyone's having a fantastic day today, of course, guys. Today is Wednesday, and it is the day before Manchester United face Tottenham Hotspur in the League Cup tie, of course, guys. Massive game for some. Some say that we shouldn't really take it so seriously. I mean, I don't know. I'm conflicted here. What do you think we should do with this competition? Should we take it seriously? Should we go all out for it? Should we play a strong side tomorrow? Personally, I think we should make some changes. I think we should, save some of the players for Sunday. Rest a few players, of course, guys, because at the end of the day, the League Cup is not the most important trophy. I know it's a trophy, and I respect every single trophy, especially the League Cup, which obviously we won a couple of years ago, well, a year ago or so. I'm just looking to the Bournemouth game and winning against Bournemouth. Tottenham Hotspur is a bonus for me. It is a bonus. Look, you know what? If we win this, the further we get in the competition, the more we're going to want to win this competition, of course, guys. So it is important regardless. But obviously, Sunday is what we're already looking for. But Tottenham Hotspur will represent a test for Manchester United going forward. Of course, it would also give Ruben Amorim a chance to try out something different. Maybe play some different players. Maybe get some confidence, more confidence. I mean, imagine winning against Man City away and then Tottenham Hotspur away. You can't get much better than that, can you, at the end of the day, for confidence-wise? So, at the end of the day, looking forward to the game, regardless. And look, this is the preview of Tottenham against Manchester United League Cup tie. And we're up for it, guys. We're up for it regardless. Man United are playing. It is a blessing, of course, guys. Absolutely. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. And don't forget to smash a like on the video. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today. Of course, guys. Big up, Stephanie. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you back. Good to see you back. Nice to see you. Nice. Hi, the chatters. Big up Mark Elman. Big up the chatterboxers. Big up everyone. Of course, got to beat Spurs, get semi-final, prevent rivals getting trophies. Yes, that is a good point. I mean, Liverpool are still win the trophy, of course. Imagine we play Liverpool in the final. Wouldn't that be incredible? We beat Liverpool in the final. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Beating Liverpool in the final. Look, you know what? Trophies are trophies at the end of the day. We know that. One thing I would say, that we're in a position where we cannot risk completely in regards to the League Cup and then the FA Cup, because we need to be in that Champions League next season. We cannot afford injuries. We cannot afford players to be missing in these massive games in the Europa League and in the Premier League, of course, to move up the league. But I am pretty certain that Man United will take this game very seriously and Man United will win the game, guys. That is my prediction for tomorrow. Mark, how you doing? I want United to go for the win. We should be able to rotate against Spurs and Sunday against Bournemouth. Man United will play Spurs tomorrow, and Man United will change it around a little bit. It will be a strong team. It won't be a weak team. It will be a strong team. The likes of Casemiro coming in, Xerxes coming in, obviously is not really weakening the squad, really. They're really weakening the team. The one thing I am hearing, though, is Tottenham Hotspur are going to go very strong in this game. They're going to go very strong. So we have to really be ready for tomorrow, especially at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I wish we were at Old Trafford, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. We're at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And we have to win that game, of course, guys. Absolutely. We need revenge against Spurs, Sal. 100%. We can get revenge. I'm sure we can get revenge. Spurs will be Spursy. Let's wait and see what happens with Spurs, of course. We never know what Spurs is going to turn up, do we? You've got the Spurs who lost 1-4-0 against Man City. Then you've got the Spurs who lost to Bournemouth. Which one's it going to be? Hopefully it's the one that lost who lost to Bournemouth, shall I say. Goodness me, losing my words today. Big up, 29 likes, big up, Stephanie, big up, of course, Sanjeev, big up. Spurs will go strong for sure. They'll be spent. Look, at the end of the day, Postecoglou wants a trophy. He's desperate for a trophy. He's desperate to prove these doubters wrong, because at the moment, he's getting a lot of doubters, isn't he? I've been speaking to a huge Tottenham Hotspur social media account that are on TalkSport, etc., about Manchester United and about Tottenham. Been giving some of my lowdown on the game. And one thing is for sure is that Postecoglou wants a trophy. Tottenham fans want a trophy. When was the last time Tottenham won a trophy? Was it back in 2008 or something like that? All those years ago, of course, guys. Many moons ago, when these grey hairs weren't visible. Of course, guys, absolutely. Spurs, no, there is no trophies they can possibly win. Spurs, you know what? They're going to get a little bit giddy about the Europa League, of course, forgetting that the great Manchester United are in the Europa League. Someone with actual European pedigree, of course, guys. So, you know what? We may meet Tottenham again. We may meet them in the Europa League. Europa League might be the game that Man United meet Tottenham again. It could happen, guys. And you know what? I look at that Europa League and I think, you know what? Tottenham Hotspur are the only team who could really challenge us, who can really, you know what, get at us. But I don't think they will. I think Man United are going to win that as well, guys. Big up. Mark, United has to make up for the loss against Spurs, which better they killed their dream of winning. I mean, that game, you know what, that game, I remember it, you know, it was a bad time. Bruno Fernandes got sent off, of course, guys, which, you know what, was a bit careless, but we lost the game comfortably 3-0. And you know what, I don't know how the game would have went. We weren't playing well in that game. It wasn't great. It wasn't pretty, but we lost the game 3-0. And to be honest with you, wouldn't it be nice if we beat Tottenham Hotspur 3-0 tomorrow? Give them one back. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? That'd be nice. Go to the next round. But one thing I would say is this, right? We cannot sacrifice and put all our baskets in this League Cup egg. League Cup basket, not League Cup egg, because definitely it's not a League Cup egg at the end of the day. It is a League Cup basket. But one thing I would say is that, you know what? We win, we get to the semi-finals, then you're going to think, you know what, we got a chance to win a trophy here. And that's when you think, you know what, we have to go stronger, we have to go all out for our competition, especially if we end up playing a Liverpool, for example. We end up playing Liverpool in the semi. What can we do? You know what I mean? We're going to have to play the game very seriously, of course. Carabao Cup is like the Euro Champions League. Yeah, it's like the Champions League final, exactly. Every time they play in the cup, I think this is our chance. This is our chance to win a trophy. Manchester United can win a trophy. This is our chance, of course. Tottenham Hotspur can win a trophy. This is their chance. This is how they feel. This is how they act, of course, guys. This is how they act. This is how they are. Bless them. Bless them. That's what we say. We play bless Tottenham Hotspur. Poor Tottenham. Poor Tottenham. Spursy. I think Anthony will feature not about Shaw, about Garnacho, even less about Rashford. Rashford won't be playing tomorrow. At the moment, there's so much noise about Rashford. It's been absolutely ridiculous. You can't get away from hearing about Marcus Rashford today at the end of the day. You know, he's leaving the football club. Thank you very much, Marcus Rashford. You've done very well. Thank you. You're not a legend, but you know what? We wish you the best of luck. Best of luck, mate. And that's it. And at the end of the day, it just seems like, you know what? It's been non-stop news about Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford hasn't performed for the club for about 18 months, is it? It's been a long time since he's actually performed for the football club. So at the end of the day, what I would say is that, you know what? We move on. And that is what football is. We move on. No sentiments, no player FC. We just move on. And that's how it should be, of course. Guys, absolutely. Good afternoon, Kazi. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, of course. We beat Tottenham the last minute's Tottenham. I remember, come on, Amir. I love it, Amir. We need that positivity in the house, of course, Amir. We need to beat Tottenham tomorrow. Of course we do. When we play tomorrow, you know what? We're going to be thinking, you know what? I'll be doing a watch-along and I'll be like, you know what? We need to win this game. It has to be. It'd be like the biggest game of our season because it is the next one, of course, guys. Absolutely. Big up, everyone. Big up, everyone, of course, in the house. If Tottenham play 100%, they can beat any team. If Man United play 100%, we could beat any team, as we showed at the weekend. And to be honest with you, Man United actually have football heritage. Man United actually have history. So if Man United really go for it and really play to their strengths, you know what, under Ruben Amorim ball, Man United win the game. It could work both ways, of course, though. Amorim not messing around, doing the business. I can't wait, Kazi. But you know what? I'm really happy with Amorim at the moment. He had a short presser today. Nothing too special, of course. I mean, he has been speaking to the media a lot over the last few weeks. I mean, I feel a little bit sorry for Ruben Amorim because the amount of interviews he's done, for goodness sake, he looks like a homeless person going for job interviews. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's ridiculous, you know, and not that there's anything wrong with that. That's absolutely fine. But it is a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? The amount of interviews that he's had over the last few weeks is crazy. He must have had 100. Got to be, isn't it? It's got to be. Stephanie, could well be right, Mark. Would like Ugarte in that midfield to contain Spurs. I think it'll be a Casemiro and a Menu. I'm going to go through my team selection right now, guys. If you don't mind, I'm going to show you the team I feel will play against Tottenham tomorrow, guys. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a good look at the team I feel will play Tottenham tomorrow. I'd like to know your opinions on this team, but this is the team that I think will play Tottenham tomorrow. Here it is, guys, in the flesh. Here we go. Here's the team that I think will play tomorrow. My predicted 11. Onana will be in goal. Martinez, De Ligt, and Euro will play in the defence. Malacia as a left wing back. Mainu and Casemiro in the midfield. I'm going for. I think Ugarte will be rested for the weekend. Ahmad, I know people are saying that Ahmad should be rested, but you know what? We need Ahmad in there. We definitely need Ahmad in there. I think Bruno Fernandes and Garnacho in those positions. I think Garnacho will play. I do believe that. And I think Rasmus Højlund will play there. So that is the lineup that I predict will happen tomorrow. Where it will be, I mean, give or take, that is the prediction. I've not missed it, Meg, but this is the prediction I think that the lineup will be tomorrow. What do you guys think about that? 30 likes. Come on, guys. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep getting the likes up. Of course, my friend. Let's keep getting the likes up. Of course. Big up, big up, big up, big up, everyone. Of course, Ugarte must be rested. Absolutely, Mark. I think he should be rested. I think he should. I'm even edging towards Ahmad being rested because I do believe we got a squad there to use, and we should use it. We have a squad, we have a strong squad, we should use it. Don't be surprised if Ericsson plays, someone like that. Do you know what I mean? So, you know what? It isn't given, it isn't set in stone what's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be very interesting to see Ruben Amorim's team. But one thing's for certain, Ruben Amorim always surprises us, doesn't he? He comes out with a lineup and he comes out with a weird lineup and we're like, what is weird? But then it ends up doing bits like it did at the weekend, of course. But one thing I would say is that if we end up beating Tottenham tomorrow, and then we end up beating Bournemouth at the weekend, my goodness me. Are we back, guys? Are we back? It's a title charge. It's a title charge. Could it be a title charge? I mean, we could be at the end of the day. You never know what can happen in football. Football is a weird old game. It's a funny old game, isn't it? So at the end of the day, you never know what could happen if Man United win tomorrow and win on Sunday. Absolutely, absolutely. Amir, let's go bring our first trophy of the season home. Come on. Let's go. Let's bring it home, my friend. Let's bring it home. Let's go for the first trophy of the season, which is the League Cup. We're winning the treble, guys. We're winning the League Cup, the FA Cup, and the Europa League this season. Don't you tell me otherwise, because that is what's going to happen this season, guys. Absolutely. Now we're getting giddy. My team, Onana, Martinez, De Ligt, Euro, Dalot, Mainu, Casemiro, Anthony, Garnacho, Bruno, Xerxes. Decent team, my friend. Decent team. And Mark, I have got a little bit of a feeling that it might be Xerxes, but I'm edging towards Rasmus Højlund. But you know what? It could be Xerxes. Xerxes could start this game, of course. Absolutely. Strong sides out. It's great to have good options at least. Absolutely, it's great to have good options. But you know what? You never know what Ruben Amorim's going to do you? Because he is the most unpredictable manager in the league, I think, probably in the Premier League. He does things that we're not expecting, I do think that in regards to this, I am conflicted. I am saying that Xerxes might play. Dalot might play. I can't see Dalot being dropped. Then I thought, you know what? Dalot needs a rest. Maybe Dalot won't play, at the end of the day. Maybe Anthony will play instead of Malacia. You never know. You know what I mean? You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow's a very, very big game in regards to the team selection. It's one of them ones. It's a conundrum. Who's going to play tomorrow, guys? Who's going to play? Of course. 15 games unbeaten run or more, then we can say we're back halfway, not all the way. Halfway, but not all the way. Look, at the end of the day, we're going to say we're back regardless anyway, ain't we? Because at the end of the day, we're resonating a positive energy. But the thing is that we beat, this is how I'm going to put it. We beat Tottenham. We beat Bournemouth. We beat Liverpool away. We beat Spurs and Arsenal away in the Cup. Then we can say we're back. At the moment, I can't really say that we're anywhere near. At the moment, if I'm being honest. But if we beat Tottenham, if we beat Bournemouth, if we beat Tottenham, Liverpool, Arsenal, those games there, all three are away from home within the next month, guys. All three are away from home. It's going to be a tough one, isn't it, guys? It's going to be a tough one. You know what? If we do that, then I'm going to comfortably say, do you know what? Man United are looking good. Being back, we have to prove it. We're going to have to win something, significantly to be back. I mean, if we win the Europa League, you can safely say we're back. We're back. But then again, I said that when we won the Europa League under Jose Mourinho. And I don't think we were back, were we? And far from it. We actually did well that season, but ended up with nothing, of course, guys, which is very, very disappointing, of course. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. We can't get too giddy, of course, guys. We can't get too excited about it. But one thing I would say, guys, is that, you know what? Stay a little bit positive. You never know what's going to happen this season, because if we go on a winning run, you know what football is like at the end of the day. Football is a funny game. And at the end of the day, you know that winning is contagious. You know what? We can win it game. We can win the games. Football's a funny game. We can win these games. And we'll have to wait and see what happens, because at the end of the day, nothing is set in stone. As I said, nothing is set in stone, guys. And that is one thing I would point at. Stress to you guys, of course, guys. Absolutely. Stephanie, only problem with Casemiro, man, it lacks mobility. I agree. It is a good point. That is a good point. But we need to give these players some match time. I really think that Casemiro needs some match time. I mean, we could play the double pivot. He could play Ugarte and he could play Casemiro. One of those two. It could be both of them, of course. That could be an option, playing Casemiro and Ugarte playing a double pivot in this game. I believe it doesn't go to a replay, does it? It doesn't go to a replay. It goes straight to extra time, then it goes straight to penalties, doesn't it? So at the end of the day, that's interesting, isn't it? You know what? It's sad that it doesn't go to a replay these days, but it is what it is, of course. And you know what? We'll have to try and win the game in 90 minutes. And I think Man United can and probably will win the game in 90 minutes, guys. Let's hope that we do. Let's hope and pray that we do, of course, guys, win the game in 90 minutes. I really do hope so. Because you know what? Winning at Tottenham is not easy. We were unlucky there last season. I'm going to speak about that in a minute. Of course, there was that penalty that never was for Garnacho, you know what I mean? Which didn't come, of course, which was disappointing, of course, as well. That happened, and hopefully nothing like that happens tomorrow. All right, if I go through the history of Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester United, let's have a look. Manchester United, of course, have won titles at Tottenham, notably White Hart Lane. Paul Scholes scoring 2 goals in a 2-0 victory against Tottenham Hotspur way back when in 2003. And Manchester United basically did wrap up the league title, guys. They wrapped up the league title. Absolutely brilliant. Lovely, lovely moment that was for Paul Scholes and Manchester United fans, of course. We've had our moments at Tottenham Hotspur. But when people talk about Tottenham Hotspur, the first thing that comes to my mind, of course, is 1998, 1999, when we won the league and the first part of the treble. It was that, of course, guys. That was an absolute masterful time, of course, a brilliant time to be a Manchester United fan. But this one sticks out of my head at the Tottenham Hotspur. In more recent times, this is the one that sticks out of my head. It is Garnacho and that blatant handball that never was. This is when I looked at myself and I looked in the mirror and I said, Sal, this football game is corrupt, because that was a penalty. And I you know what? I never could. And to this day, I cannot even fathom how this is not a penalty, guys. I cannot fathom how this didn't get given. It's absolutely crazy. Of course, we've had great times at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We won there 3-0. Cavani and Cristiano Ronaldo scoring the goals, of course, guys, and winning 3-0. We had a good start at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, of course. So, but it hasn't been quite as good since. So, you know what? We hope that it happens. We hope that it's good for Man United tomorrow, and we hope we get one of these results. One of these results would be absolutely lovely, of course. A nice, cushy 3-0 win. A nice little bit of revenge, of course. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Absolutely, of course. But, guys, look, the game that really sticks in my head away to Tottenham Hotspur, is this Big up everyone now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can everyone hear me now, guys? Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Absolutely devastated. I went offline, guys. Offline. But I'm back, guys. I'm back. Sorry about this, guys. Let me just get this back. I've been crashing all day long. My internet has been Poundland internet. Absolute rubbish internet, of course, guys. Absolute pathetic internet, of course. But I'm coming back, guys. Just bear me a second. Bear me a second. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Guys, I'm back here. Look, I'm back. Can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? Am I clear? Is it close enough for you? It's clear enough for you? Absolutely. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about the little mishap with the internet, of course. Thank you, everyone who stayed patient and waited for me. That means a lot to me. At the end of the day, I've got a power out, whatever you're going to say. Absolutely. Hopefully, it's not a sign of things to come tomorrow, of course, for Manchester United. Of course, hopefully, it's not a sign of things to come, of course. Sorry about the time. I'm using my phone now. Forget that. Big up, everyone. Big up, Jim. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. I'm right here. It's higher. Has anyone seen Sal? I'm right here, guys. Greetings, Sal. How are you? I'm very well. Thank you very much, Jim. Thank you so much. I know, sorry guys, it happens sometimes. That is live television. At the end of the day, it does happen sometimes. Thank you, Mark, for holding tight. Thank you for holding tight, guys. I was really getting in my groove. I was really getting in my mode as well. For crying out loud, I was really getting motivated, of course, guys. But you know what? Let me just put this phone on charge. 1 second. 1 second. There we go. That's a lot better, isn't it? There we go, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining, for being patient with me. Yeah, it does happen sometimes. That is live television. But Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester United. As I was saying, I was going through the history of Tottenham against Man United, of course, guys. And I was just getting into my groove. I was talking about when Man United defeated Tottenham Hotspur by 5-3, having been 3-0 down at half-time, guys. So, you know what? That was one of my favourite games. I was talking about this today with a Tottenham Hotspur supporter, believe it or not. And you know what? It was a great game, of course, guys. But nothing beats the 98, 98, 99 season, of course, that when we defeated them. Of course, guys, that is my team, of course, guys. But we've seen that, haven't we? We've seen that. So what are your predictions? My prediction for the game tomorrow is Tottenham Hotspur 1, Manchester United 2. That's what I'm going with tomorrow. That's what I firmly believe. I firmly believe that Man United will win the game tomorrow. I'm confident Man United will win the game tomorrow. I really am. And I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. To be honest with you guys, how are you feeling? Are you buzzing? Lots of news coming out of Manchester United this week, of course. I've got the transfer update tomorrow on Breaking Dawn in regards to players that could come into the football club. You know, we got some big names who've been linked with Man United today. Absolute amazing names, you know what I mean? That, you know what? It could happen. Man United next season. I said it's all about Man United next season. I stand by that. Next season is the season. Next season is the time Man United will be back, guys. I firmly believe it. I think Man United will be back next season. This season might be a bit of a stretch, but although I do believe we can get into the top 5, guys. I believe we can get into the top 5. I think Man United can make it happen this season. I think they can rescue something from this season, so to speak. I mean, that game against Manchester City, it was a turning point, wasn't it? It was a turning point. It was a spark. And all Man United need was a spark, isn't it, at the end of the day? And that's how I feel about that, of course, guys. Absolutely. Stephanie's hoping to watch it in the pub. Big up, Steph. Hope you're watching it. I'm going to be watching it here live, guys, when I watch along. Absolutely. Take it easy, Steph. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself and enjoy each other, of course. Yeah. So, look. I've been going through my history of Man United against Tottenham, and I've been talking a lot about Man United against Tottenham in regards to the treble, in regards to the 5-3. You know, I've seen games at White Hart Lane where we've lost 4-1. We've lost some games against Tottenham, and in particular recently, right? And we do owe Tottenham one. We really do owe Tottenham a good hiding, don't we? Just like we owed Man City a good hiding, we owe Tottenham a good hiding, and we owe Liverpool a good hiding, because I'm looking forward to that Liverpool game next month. Let's not forget, away at Anfield. I know we've got a number of games to come before then, but I am a little bit giddy about that Liverpool game. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at that because I feel like we owe Liverpool a victory at Anfield. We owe them one, and we should be, you know what, trying to win that game at Anfield, of course, guys. Absolutely. How are you? Jim, what's going on? Sal, you sound like you had a hard day, like I did today, Sal. A terrible afternoon caught in the rain, cycling home, and I walked to the bike up to the umbrella. Oh my goodness me! Sorry to hear that, Jim. Absolutely. You know what? My day was fine, Jim. My day was fine. A little bit busy. A little when things don't work. Technology and that, it makes it a little bit harder, but you know what, we're blessed. At the end of the day, everything is fine, and hopefully we get the bad luck tonight, not tomorrow when Man United play against Tottenham Hotspur. I hope your day gets better, Jim. You absolute legend. It's good to have you here, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. But you know, one thing is, you know what, let the bad luck happen now, and then tomorrow hopefully Man United will win the game, and we'll be happy, and we'll be delighted. Of course that'll be much better. Of course, guys, absolutely. Tottenham work in defensive part, weak in defensive part. Yes, they are. So we got to capitalise on that, GK. Absolutely. Man United should not fear Spurs. It's Spurs at the end of the day. Man United should never fear a Tottenham team. Never in their history in my life, have I seen Man United fear Tottenham. And Man United should go out there tomorrow and confident that they should really win the game. They should really be up for that game, and they should really give it to Tottenham, because I think we're better than Tottenham. I know that Tottenham are better than us in the league. I know what they're higher than us in the league, slightly. You know what I mean? But you know what? I do believe Man United can do bits tomorrow. I know that Postecoglou is going to be ready for the game tomorrow. I know that he's going to be excited for the game tomorrow, trying to do something. You know what I mean? Ruben Amorim is everything that Postecoglou is not. Everything. Looks, tactics, bloody aura, everything. He is just 10 times better than what Postecoglou can ever wish for, mate. Struth, mate. What's going on? Absolutely. So, had a heavy downpour. You got to be careful, Jim, on those bikes, my brother. You got to be careful. It pours. When it pours, it rains. Absolutely. Sometimes. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you have to be very, very careful on those bikes, especially when there's a downpour, Jim. Hope you're doing all right, though, mate. I hope you're not too bad. I hope the day gets better for you, my friend. You're absolute legend. I hope you're good. Hope it's better than mine. I mean, look what's going on at the moment with my internet. It's going absolutely kerfuffle. Well, hey, of course, guys, that's how it's going at the moment, of course. But it is what it is. Sometimes it happens like that, of course. We just have to take the blessings with the struggles, of course. Bilal, what's up, my legend? How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Big up United. Come on, let's do this. Tomorrow is the big game, of course, guys. Can't wait for it. Buzzing for it. Guys, let's do this. Can't wait for the game tomorrow. I am looking forward to it, of course, guys. Yes. So, look, at the end of the day, we've had a lot of news this week in regards to Marcus Rashford. I'm looking forward to hearing your opinions on Marcus Rashford, of course. He splits opinion, doesn't he, at the end of the day? And I just feel like this is the end for Marcus Rashford. I know that there are people out there that want to hold on to Marcus Rashford. People were saying, I read today, people saying that Man United, it should be grateful for Marcus Rashford. Man United, should thank Marcus Rashford for everything he's done. I forgot that Marcus Rashford won a league title and the Champions League. What are we doing here, guys? At the end of the day, Marcus Rashford is a multi-millionaire because Manchester United made him a multi-millionaire. His ego is probably because of Manchester United. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, look, Manchester United is a football club. It's not Marcus Rashford FC. We are not Player FC. And if Marcus Rashford wants to lead a football club, we wish him the best of luck and thank him for what he's done for the football club, and we move on. Why are we grabbing hold of these players, literally, in every single sense, and trying to justify why he should stay at Man United? Why should he stay at Man United? Why should Marcus Rashford stay? Why should he be the chosen one to stay and, irreplaceable player? Why should he be irreplaceable? And that's one thing I would say about that, of course. Jim, I'm blessed, Sal. Sal, the beauty in everything. Absolutely. The beauty in life. The beauty in life. It's not easy sometimes, of course, but we got to smile and we just got to get on with it, of course, guys. We have to get on with it, smile, and we got great people here. Jim is a legend. We got great people in this community, of course, and we just smile. We get on with it, of course, guys. And that is what it's all about at the end of the day. We enjoy life and stuff, and you know what? If it doesn't work out quite, we glass half full. We twist it, we twerk, we make it work, of course. We twist, we twerk, we make it work. That rhymes, doesn't it? At the end of the day. Big Asif, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, brother. I hope everything has been good with you. The legend that is Asif, of course, guys. I'm looking forward to the game, doing the watch along tomorrow. Sal, Rashford did not win much with us. No EPL, no Champions League. Still unproven, not world class. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's not a Man United legend. For me, he's not. Some people are talking like he's a Man United legend. Some people are thinking we're getting rid of Eric Cantona right here at the moment. It's just an absolute joke, to be honest. We need to honestly raise our standards, so to speak. We really do, because at the end of the day, Marcus Rashford has done okay for the club. And I'll say okay, that's about it. It's nothing special. And to be honest, don't be surprised if he stays at Man United, because at the end of the day, I have my doubts about anyone wanting to pay the money for him in regards to his wages. I have my doubts about it. I really do have my doubts about anyone's going to pay the wages that Marcus Rashford is on, which is why he could quite possibly go on loan. That could be obviously a stipulation, of course. Nothing much. We've just been talking about Asif, about Man United against Tottenham Hotspur, the history of Man United against Tottenham Hotspur. Of course, we won the first part of a treble against Tottenham in 98-99 when we beat Tottenham Hotspur at Old Trafford in 98-99, last game of the season, and ended up clinching the title, which was the first part of our treble. Tottenham like to give us a difficult game. They have done in the past, of course, as well. So absolutely. Jim, big up. How's your family? Doing well? What's happened in the internet today? It was a bit of a nightmare for literally 5 minutes, Jim. That's about it. I'm using another device now at the end of the day. But yeah, it was a little bit of a myth for about 5 minutes. But I'm back up and running. And I appreciate everyone who's joined me today and stayed calm and stayed loyal to the stream. Thank you very much, everyone who's joined me today. Bayern forever, 2007. Big up the Bayern Munich brothers in the house, the brothers and sisters from Bayern Munich. Big up Bayern Munich. How are Bayern Munchen fans doing? How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? It's good to have different fans in the stream, of course, guys. We have fans from all different clubs around. That's what I love about this community, of course. We've got different fans from different clubs. And it's good to hear the opinions about Bayern. What are you saying, Bayern? What's going on? Of course. Big up, Pearl. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see Pearl back. Hope you're doing good. Hope you had a great day, of course. Busy Bumblebee. That's what we say. We're busy, of course, guys. Absolutely. Asif, Rashford saying he is ready for new challenges soon after he felt the heat. His statement came out. He knows it's over for him at United. I mean, at the end of the day, look, Rashford made this statement, and at the end of the day, what does this statement do for Manchester United? At the end of the day, why didn't he just go into the office? Why didn't he go knock on Ruben Amorim's door and say, look, mate, I want to lead the football club. I'm tired of Man United now. I want to play for a different club. I felt like I've done the best I can at Man United, and I want to move on. Why didn't he do that? Why did he have to make a big song and dance about it? Why did he have to go to the media? Now, instead of celebrating the great game on a weekend when we're actually, like, you know what, talking about Marcus Rashford, when we shouldn't be talking about Marcus Rashford, we'd be talking about the great result at the weekend, isn't it? That's what we should be talking about. Unfortunately, we're talking about Marcus Rashford, you know, and I think he done it by purpose. He done it by purpose. He knew that we're happy. He knew that we're giddy and excited for the game tomorrow. What does that do for Marcus Rashford this season? What's going to happen this season, of course? Rashford is definitely a legend, not like a Beckham and a bad boy. Rashford, not a legend. As a Man United fan, Bayern, he's not a legend. Legends win big trophies. You know, he's a great, probably, when we look back over the years, in 20 years' time, we'll say he was a great Man United player, probably. A legend is Beckham, Giggs, Scholes, Keane. You know, that is a legend. You know what I mean? He is a great. He will be a great when it goes forward. We say, you remember that player? You know what I mean? You remember, like, a bit like Lou Macari kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, he was a great player. He scored a lot of goals and da-da-da. At a time, he had 420 appearances, 126 goals, something like that, which is, for a striker at Man United, it's okay. It's a little bit okay, of course. Asif, we all wanted him to become United legend now. It seems like there was a responsibility for all the leagues since the league started. Maybe he's been caught out. Maybe he's been caught out, Asif, and maybe he just feels like, you know what, I better leave this football club because it's going to be very, very toxic for me if this leaks. And you know what's going to happen? It will leak. It does leak, doesn't it? You know what? If it comes out, it's going to come out eventually to everyone, of course. Goals for George. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Apologies for the slight audio problem, if there are any, of course, guys. Absolutely. Your mic has an echo. What's bouncing around, and it's be fixed? At the moment, no. I'm trying to fix it. Let me see if I can fix it now, my friend. 1 second. Bear with me a second, guys. I'm going to do my technology because you know what? I'm one with technology, me and technology. 1 second, guys. If I can get this going, then we are into a winner. If I could get this going, of course. I pray that I can get this going, and then I can have a better audio for you guys to experience, of course. Let me have a look. Yeah, that's correct. We're into a winner here. We're in for a winner. Bear with us a second. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Let me have a look. Me, ba-bang, bada-bing, bada-boom, bada-bing, bada-boom. But the only problem with this, I'm a little bit pixelated. Let me get this 1 second. Ta-da. We're here, guys. We're here live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Hold on. Hold on. Let me add myself to the stage. Let me add myself to the stage. We're here live, of course. Let me add it. I'm trying to work out which one's me, which one's not. That's better. Anyway, that's me, guys. That is me. There we go, guys. There we go. I'm here live for you. Is that better, Goals for George? Big up, Goals for George. Big up, my friend. I've done it for Goals for George, of course, guys. I didn't want to have any audio problems for you guys. Actually, it's been a bit of a nightmare for me, this stream. Of course, it does happen sometimes. That is live at the end of the day. But you know what? It is what it is, of course, guys. Brian, YouTube pay money for streaming to football creators. Well, I know it's very exhausting field to work in. YouTube, no, not really. I mean, at the end of the day, YouTube, they pay a very, very minimum amount of money to content creators at the end of the day. So that thing where you think about, you know what, it's, you know, these, we're getting money from the club and blah blah blah, it's all a myth, of course. Absolutely, Carty, it's been a nightmare today. It's absolutely, I need a help. I need a helping hand, you know what I mean? Of all this stuff I had to deal with today. It's madness at the end of the day. But you know what? We got it working. We're going to get the show finished, of course, guys. Absolutely. Of course we are. That's what we do. Let me take this off real quickly. Let me get this off. There we go. So I can get this off and I can go backwards. There we go. There we go, guys. Splendid, guys. Absolutely splendid. But you know what? Hopefully it's not a sign of things to come tomorrow when Man United play Tottenham Hotspur, of course, guys. But you know what? I did bring it in, and I want to bring it in again because I was talking about Man United, and I was talking about the history between Man United and Tottenham, of course, guys. I was talking about these sort of games, you know, the 5-3, these sort of games, of course, guys. I was talking about that. I was talking about the 3-0s, you know, those sort of games against Tottenham Hotspur, you know, those sort of games. I was talking about these games, of course, guys. Brilliant times, of course, brilliant times. But you know what? I actually think that this penalty right here that should have been against Tottenham Hotspur, I actually think that this derailed our season. It was this that derailed our season. It was an awful decision, guys. One of the most awful decisions I've ever seen. Absolutely. And there was a few that year. There was a few in exactly the same week that we had, of course, guys. Cost us a lot of points, of course, guys. Cost us many, many points, of course. Tottenham is going to win against United and will lose the final of Carabao Cup. Most Tottenham thing. The most Tottenham thing ever, Bayern, was them sacking Jose Mourinho before the final. I mean, one of the worst decisions that they ever made. Jose Mourinho's never lost the final, and then they ended up sacking him before the final, and then obviously they didn't win; they lost. And if Man United don't win tomorrow, Tottenham probably won't beat Liverpool. I can't see Tottenham beating Liverpool, which is an issue here. Now, we don't want Liverpool to go and win any trophies this season, but it is looking a little bit worrying in regards to that. It's looking a little bit bleak in regards to our hope that Liverpool don't win the title this season. Who's going to challenge Liverpool? Can Man United take some points Dodgy as hell is my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is dodgy as hell. I don't like my Wi-Fi. I don't like my Wi-Fi. If I could divorce my Wi-Fi, it will be good. Good. It will be good. I hate my Wi-Fi, guys. My Wi-Fi is absolutely been driving me up the wall today, guys. Stress is not the word, of course. It's not the word, but you know what it is. It is what it is, and we have to do what we have to do with the limited resources that we have, of course, guys. And you know what? To be fair to my Wi-Fi, it has not been too bad this last few weeks. But do you know what? Its ugly self comes showing itself in my face again today, and unfortunately, it has shown its ugly self. Absolutely. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Stuff to Mount is out and Mazuri is doubts out. This is not good news. Yeah, I mean Mazuri needs a rest. I would say that Asif. I think Mazuri does need a rest. I think Mazuri has been playing a lot of games recently. I mean, you know what? He's been our signing of the season. I personally think he's been the signing of the season as a whole in regards to the Premier League. I think he's been the signing of the season, guys. I think he's been absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't mind giving Mazuri a rest. I think he does need a rest. I think this is why on my team, I left him out of the team because I do feel like he does need a rest. I feel like he does need to take a little bit of time out before us, of course. Absolutely, for the benefit of us. Thanks, Asif. Big up, Jim, of course. Sal, if Ahmed is doing great at Man United, but will you sell him for 80 million? Absolutely. Nah, hell no. I'm not going to sell Ahmed for 80 million. What do you think this is? Buy one, get one free? You think this is cornflakes? No, absolutely not. I'm definitely not going to sell Ahmed for 80 million. You mean 180 million? That would be a little bit more like it. Absolutely. Big up, Bayern. Mesmer is still not injured yet. Such a snake for us. It's not that he's a snake. It's the fact that he believes in his political beliefs. And you know what? One thing we will say is that on this channel, we don't go too political, of course, guys. But one thing we are advocate of, we're advocate of peace. We're advocate for love and unity. That's what we're advocate for. And one person, one section in this world are not an advocate for peace. Absolutely. Sal has full shake looks. Milkshake looks, because I drink a lot of milkshake. Basically, yeah, look, at the end of the day, look, I love my milkshake. Yes, thank you very much for noticing, GK. Big up, GK. Yeah, I've been here for 3 years. I don't know. Maybe I should come on here with a burqa. Should I come on here with all the UAE gear? Should I do that? That'll be hilarious, wouldn't it? If I'd done that, that'd be absolutely funny. Asif, Mazuri absent will impact the game big time. This is a quarterfinal, Sal. He has been consistent. I know, mate. I know how you're feeling, brother. The one good thing about it is that we could. It's going to be a difficult game against Tottenham, and we need Mazuri in there. We need our best team in there. It's going to be difficult. But one thing we got cover. We got Dalot. Don't forget Asif. You know, we got Dalot. What happened to Dalot? What about the trust in Dalot? We trust in Dalot. What about that? You know, at the end of the day. What about the trust in Dalot? It's all gone. It's gone. My reading of the game, when your opponent is weak in defensive track play, try to be more fast in taking offensive approach. When your opponent is sitting back, you need to quickness. You do need quickness. And you know what? You need to pass a move. Pass a move. That's what Man United need to do. And you know what? One thing I saw against Man City, I saw a better approach to the game. I saw a quicker approach. I saw us more assertive of our balls, more calm with our possession. I saw a lot with that against Man City. I enjoyed the performance. I really did enjoy the performance against Man City, of course. Sal, we have a good Wi-Fi, but I won't comment about my internet company when we have a good Wi-Fi here as well, Gurjin, but I'm actually sharing a Wi-Fi with a whole building, which is the big issue in this place, of course. But the Wi-Fi in general, like when I'm in a hotel, for example, and I've been on this stream, the Wi-Fi is fantastic, isn't it? I don't lose the Wi-Fi at all. It's just in this building block that I'm in, of course, guys, this commercial building block that I'm in, it does have some problems. Sometimes has some teething problems, of course, unfortunately. Easy and simple win, says Amir. Look, Amir, I hope it's going to be an easy and simple win. I really hope so. If, you know what, maybe you can give us some of that good juju to Man United tomorrow, you know, and we can go and win the game tomorrow. Because you know what? Beat Spurs away, beat City away. What a week. What a bloody week. Imagine we end it with beating Bournemouth at Old Trafford on Sunday, and we've won every game in this week. Everyone expected us to drop points, of course. Imagine that. You know what I mean? We go and win the game, of course, guys. I mean, 3 games in a row. I mean, when does that happen? We haven't, so can't relate. What's that? 1 Gbps. 1 Gbps. I'm used to English Wi-Fi, so it's always been fantastic for me. Here it's very fantastic, but where I'm living, I'm sharing the internet. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, and we cannot complain. Amazon telling the budge, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I live in an apartment block, Kazi, and they have 1 Wi-Fi for the whole building. Basically, it's at a good price. So at the end of the day, I got the best modem you can possibly buy. At the end of the day, it cost me an absolute arm and a leg, but I got the best modem. But obviously, we have 1 internet for the whole block. Beautiful block, nice facilities, gym, swimming pool, everything like that. But sometimes, just sometimes, the internet that's a little bit crazy. But you know what? It is what it is. We say alhamdulillah. We're okay. It doesn't matter. We get on with it and we fight and we go. We live to another day, guys. Bah, bah, bah. That's what it is. When we're against the ropes, that is when we're the most strongest, of course, guys. Absolutely. That's how Man United should be. We will smash Bournemouth and Tottenham. So I'll take my word for it. Take it, Dan. Jim, do you know what? At the moment, you are the David Blaine of the chat, because at the weekend you predicted that Man United would defeat Man City by 2-1, and I haven't forgotten that. Of course, I haven't, guys. If we use young lads tomorrow, then I'm not sure we're going to use any young lads tomorrow. I'm not sure you do that. Throw them in the deep end, of course. Amir, another Ahmed Diallo day. We hope so, Amir. We hope so. You know what? I would have liked to give Ahmed Diallo a rest, but I don't think he's going to get a rest. I mean, I think Man United and Ruben Amorim want to get through this game. I think Man United and Ruben Amorim want to build confidence. I mean, it has been a pretty negative week after the Man City game. It has been obviously overshadowed by the Marcus Rashford situation, which is, you know what, I'm a bit selfish of Marcus Rashford, if you ask me. I'll be honest with you, because at the end of the day, Man United have got business to do. We got matches to win. And you know what? We can't keep talking about his future and what he's doing. And if he's feeling down, if he's broken up with his girlfriend, if he's doing that, we're tired of that at the end of the day. We just want Man United to win football matches at the end of the day. Time for Anthony to prove you wrong. Prove me wrong, Amir. No one's ever proved me wrong. No, what's proving me wrong? I've already proved him wrong. You know, at the end of the day, proving me wrong means winning the title with Man United. That's all that proves me wrong. That's the only thing, Amir, that can prove me wrong. Those players winning the title. At the end of the day, no one proves me wrong. Because at the end of the day, if that player does well for Man United, Amir, Man United win. And that is all I care about. I don't care about player FC like you, Amir. I don't care about that. I'm not bothered about player FC. I'm not bothered about Anthony, Ahmad, whoever plays at Man United, as long as they succeed. That is the most important thing at Man United. It's not about player FC. Time for Anthony to prove you wrong. Goodness me. Goodness me. At the moment, he's been there nearly 3 years and he hasn't proved anyone wrong. So at the end of the day, we need to just calm your tits. At the end of the day, do you know what I mean? Bayern, the uncertainty of football is crazy. One injury is Bayern, especially when it's an important player. Look at Man City, Bayern. Look at Man City. Look at Rodri. When Rodri got injured, look at their results since Rodri got injured. It's night and day. From Rodri playing until Rodri not playing. Unbelievable. And you're absolutely right. Anthony to Bayern can actually work, but I'm sure Bayern ain't parting for... No one's going to pay 40 million for Anthony. You can have him, though, for 40 million if you want him. Absolutely. Go for it. Come on down. Go for it, my friend. I don't mind that. Absolutely not. Absolutely. I've never criticised any player. What I give in regards to football is I give constructive criticism. I give criticism based on evidence. I also give compliments based on evidence, and that's what I do. I don't just slander player. I don't criticize players for no reason. We call it as it is. We're not snowflakes in this stream, guys. This is Chatterbox. We are very real the way we talk, of course, guys. We talk it how it is. We talk the gospel. That's how it should be, of course, guys. So at the end of the day, look, I don't want nothing more than every single Manchester United player that comes into that team, whenever they come into that team, to succeed. That is all I care about. And that's I hope that everyone else feels the same. So the way Amorim answered about Rashford questions, he seems press resistant, and I love it. Asif, he's just brilliant, mate. He's brilliant. You know what? The way he deflected that, completely deflected it, like Tata the other way. You know what I mean? He completely deflected the question about Marcus Rashford. Personally, what I feel is that he he's not a fan of Marcus Rashford and the way he conducts himself. I personally feel that with Ruben Amorim. I feel that he's not a fan of the way Marcus Rashford is conducting himself. And you know what? I don't blame him. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, you know, when we look at things, all being well, Marcus Rashford is causing us a lot of problems. He's causing a lot of noise at Man United. Noise that we shouldn't be having, guys. You know, right now, we're in a very pivotal time at Man United. We're very, very important time at Man United right now. And you know what? We cannot have any more noise at the club, you know, that is not related to football. Respect for Maguire. United need more United players like him soon in Liverpool, but because they will cross United's legacy. At the end of the day, let me tell you something, Bayern forever, 2007. Let me tell you something about Liverpool. You know what I mean? We won it 3 times. We won it 3 times. Without anyone, we won it 3 times. And those who know what the lyric is, the missing word in that piece, you will know what I mean. At the end of the day, Liverpool could win anything to Kingdom Come. Man United are the pioneers of English football. In 1958, when no one believed in European competition, who believed in European competition? It was Manchester United. And what happened? We sacrificed our life for people like Liverpool, for teams like Liverpool, to have a platform to jump on. That's it. To have a platform to jump on. And look at my followers. As soon as I start speaking so passionately, you see people come watching because they know it's the truth. You know, without Man United and our legacy and our sacrifice, you know what? Teams like Liverpool wouldn't exist. So what legacy? What legacy? What legacy is Liverpool? Who cares what Liverpool do at the end of the day? You know what? We put the Premier League on the map. We won 13 Premier League titles. They've won one. Let them win 13 Premier League titles. Let's not talk about ancient times now then. If they want to talk about the past, let's talk about how many Premier League titles they've got. Sal, I've never been at FC Cantona, Ronaldo, Rooney, Bruno, Rashford, or anyone. Yes, I have my favourite players, but at the end of the day, I've never played FC or manager FC. Manchester, absolutely, Jim. And you speak like me, my friend. That is what it's all about. It's about being Manchester United FC, not Player FC. I've never been like that because at the end of the day, whoever scores the goal, I'm happy. Yes, as you said, Jim, we have our favourites. You know what I mean? But you know what? That doesn't mean that we don't criticise players when they need to be criticised, isn't it? Unfortunately, there's people in the fan base who like, you know what? He's going to prove you wrong. He's going to prove you wrong. Who are you proving wrong? Who are you proving wrong? We're all Man United supporters. You're not proving me wrong because Man United won the game. We're all right. Because at the end of the day, that's what it all means, isn't it? Man United winning the game. That's all that matters to me. I don't care about you like that player, you like that player plays bad. When that player plays badly, we say that player plays badly. Just because he plays good the next game doesn't mean he's proven me wrong. He still played badly the last game. It doesn't make sense, does it? People need to get their head checked, guys. Honest to God, I don't understand this. We are Man United at the end of the day. Hey, Sal, by the way, what's up with the Modric story? The Modric story. I mean, at the end of the day, Modric is a dodgy fella. I knew that. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, he failed the test, didn't he? So I want the harshest form of law on his hands. You know what I mean? I want him to feel the punishment. You know what I mean? That's what I want, to be honest with you. Good luck to him. Premier League is sinister anyway. Premier League is corrupt anyway. What are we going to say? And at the end of the day, he'll probably get away with it. You know, he's not a Man United player at the end of the day, isn't it? So it's like, that's it repeated then same words. No problem, Jim. You legend. It's good to see Jim back in the house. Don't forget, Jim is a legend, of course, guys. Absolutely. Thank you, Jim. Look, at the end of the day, that, like as we say, what is a football club? A football club is a football team with a number of players. Not one player, not 2 players, not 3 players. You're talking about a whole magnitude of players within the youth team, the reserve team, the first team. Now, what matters the most in football teams? What's the most important thing? Tell me. It's winning. Winning. Win, 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 win. If I created a football team tomorrow, right, and I put this team together, right, and I said I'm going to enroll to the English League, right, if my team kept winning and winning and winning, eventually we'll get to the Premier League. Are you going to care about individual players over the last 10 years, 15 years? It's not going to be about individual players. It's going to be about a team that gets to where it needs to be. And that is what it is. It's about the team. You know what I mean? It's not about, like, I like that player should play more, blah, blah, blah. Of course, proving you wrong. Big up. You are a true legend, Jim, as well. Thank you so much for joining me. As usual, Jim, you are an absolute dedication is unrivaled, mate. I want to say that very, very clearly. Your dedication is unrivaled, mate. You know what I mean? Down under, they watch the games at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, guys. Man United against Tottenham, I think it's going to be, what, 2, 3 in the morning? It's incredible what people do. Fans from around the world, what they do for this football club. They watch football. I mean, I'm in UAE at the moment. Games kick off 4 hours later than the UK. So basically tomorrow, the game kicks off at midnight for me. Now, that's late for me, right? I won't be going to bed till about 2 o'clock in the morning, right? But one thing we will say is this. It can always be a lot more difficult. It can always be difficult because I'm born and raised in England. I'm English. And I watched, I used to watch football at normal time, 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock latest, 3 o'clock, sometimes 12:30 sometimes. And you know what? It was good. It was cushy. It was nice. But now you understand when you live in these countries, how dedicated fans are around the world to this football club. And how important the fans are around the world to this football club. Because at the end of the day, without these fans around the world, they are the life and soul of this football club. That they sleep at ridiculous time. They sacrifice their life, their sleep to watch this football club. The least these players can do is give 100%, right? Stop moaning, stop leaking, get on with it and play for the great badge of Manchester United. That's the least that people can do for this great football club, of course, guys. Because, Jim, other people around the world are sacrificing every single day to watch this football club. Ethan Wheatley and Collier should start. Ethan Wheatley's been a little bit off it at the moment, GK. I'm a little bit concerned about Ethan Wheatley and his development. I think he's getting a little bit big for his boots. I mean, I've been hearing he's getting a little bit egotistical, which is a little bit concerning. So we don't want him to go down that route. I mean, we've had a lot of players like that, of course, guys, who've gone down that egotistical route, which isn't a good route to go down, of course. And Cocos, what Del Sal? Rashford is looking forward to play his pal Sancho. Might be missing him. Maybe that's what it is, that's it. Maybe they're missing each other. Maybe they're writing letters or texting each other, talking about the good old days. Do you know what I mean? Maybe. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you know what? We don't care about their little tiny friendship there. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they need to look at themselves in the mirror. They really do. And say, have I done my best? What have I won? You know, at the end of the day, what have I won for this football club? And I think, of course, the challenge that Amaram should throw to the players for the next 2 games is tell the players to go and win them. And not only will Burn play with the same zest and passion, build on. Let's see. We win the next 2 games. You know what? The fan base is going to be very, very excited. You know, if it comes to this time next month when we would have played Tottenham, Arsenal away and Liverpool away, you know what, and we come out unscathed in those games, then you know what, there's going to be a lot of positive around the fan base, and rightly so. I mean, and that is when I'm only going to judge it. I'm going to judge it at the end of January. I'm going to have a look at it and I'm going to say, are these players good enough? Are we back or whatever? I'm going to judge it at the end of January. That is my task. Judging it at the end of the January, guys. That is what I'm looking for. Because at the moment, we cannot say anything. You can get one-off results against City. We've done it before. We've done it under Gunnar Solskjaer. We've done it in the past, of course, guys. One-off results happen. They do. Let's see if we can get on a consistent run and start winning some games, of course. GK, big up, of course. Rashford goes to Del Sal. Rashford is looking forward to absolutely. I think I read that one. Big up, Asif. Richard Kuka not get game time in Chelsea. I mean, there's big news, of course, today, guys, about certain transfers. I'm going to talk about it in tomorrow's show, guys. I'm going to be speaking to a journalist tonight, and I'm going to be giving you some great news about Manchester United in the transfer sense tomorrow on Breaking Dawn, of course, guys, because you know what? I've got the lowdown, you know what I mean? And we're going to have to wait and see what's going to happen next season. At the moment, right? At the moment, goodness me, at the moment, things are looking a little bit exciting for our football club. And we have to admit that it is. And to be honest with you, we're looking forward to next season when we're challenging for the league, because I firmly believe, and you guys can clip me, that we're going to challenge for the league next season. All right? We're going to get giddy next season. We're going to be celebrating next season. And it's going to be nerve-wracking because we're going to fight to the end. And I believe that next season, of course, guys. I believe next season is our season and we will get to where we need to go, guys. Absolutely. Definitely. I believe that, my friends. Absolutely. That is my evaluation, basically. But you know what? Ruben Amorim had a very short press conference today, and no surprise there. He's not interested in the ball crap that he's been asked. You know, he's not interested in the behind the scenes, the politics that Man United have been dealt for the last 20 odd years. Do you know what I mean? He's not interested in that. He's interested in what happens on the pitch, and I completely sympathize with him with these ridiculous questions about players. You know what I mean? When we're not being asked about football. We just won a magnificent game against Man City away from home through adversity as well. We didn't just go there. We had adversity. Mason Mount got injured in the first 5 minutes. We had to reshuffle our whole team. We had the referee against us. We had a penalty that should have been, and we still ended up winning the game having been 1-0 down. That's what we should be talking about. Those are the positives that we should be talking about. Nah, we're talking about, you know what, Marcus Rashford. You know what I mean? What can we do? Can't win, can we? Did you see the United stand stream with Harry Winter when he cooked the garbage by calling Rashford a wheelie bin? Look, I don't like the analogy of insults and stuff like that. I don't. I'll be honest with you, Asif. But to be honest with you, I don't know why the media want to back him so much. I don't know why the media want to back Rashford so much. I don't understand why they're so adamant on backing him. You know, at the end of the day, because he's British, I don't know. I don't know. Is it something sinister that we're not talking about? At the end of the day, you know what? I don't deal with obviously slanders and insults. It is funny, guys. I would laugh at the end of the day, but that was a while ago back, I think. But I like Mark Goldbridge. I think Mark Goldbridge is an absolute legend. He's a friend of mine. You know, I've known him for 7-8 years. And you know what? He's a very, very big Man United fan. And all he wants, like every single one of us, is for Manchester United to win trophies and to be successful again. I can't wait until Man United is successful again. And I believe Man United will be successful again and the cream will rise to the top. I firmly believe that, guys. I really do. We will challenge. And oh boy, I love to see the look on Ranson's side. I mean, at the end of the day, they feel like they're justified with what happened with Ten Hag when they're not really looking into it and not looking in on an educational point of view and an intelligent point of view. At the end of the day, I will never class them as Man United fans because you know what? They're not. They're fans of themselves at the end of the day, and that is it. At the end of the day, they only care about their own narrative at the end of the day. You know, I'm still waiting for an apology, by the way, you know, from them. Amram has many ideas about implement that he needs to play who can execute that. He will get them for sure. I agree, GK. But watch out, GK. Big news is coming, mate, through the door. Big news is coming in regards to Man United. You will see, my friend. You will see. If Chelsea push Liverpool all the way and either win the Premier League, Arteta and Arsenal will go into meltdown as it will be over. Next season will be difficult landscape with United in the mix. Goals to George. Spot on, mate. Spot on. You know what? Chelsea... For me, as a Londoner, Chelsea are the biggest team in London. And I'll tell you why. They won the Champions League twice, right? Arsenal are pretenders. They're pretenders. That's what they are. They pretend, you know, they act, they talk a lot. But when it comes to the crunch, the nitty-gritty, they don't come up trumps. They're like PR without the distribution. They're just like, you know, a very mouthy loser. That's it. You know, and at the end of the day, Arsenal, they play decent football. They play decent football, but you know what? Decent football doesn't get you far. I remember Leeds playing decent football. I remember Blackburn and, you know, who else played decent football when I was younger? Southampton played decent football. Matt Letizia and stuff like that when I was younger. Didn't win anything. The attitude of the Rashford, Lingard, Pogba, and the show cost us hungry performer. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. You know what it is, guys? What it is that, look, I'm going to bring up this, guys, real quickly for you guys. Let me share this with you. I want to share this with you, and I want to read this to you guys. It's one of my tweets from earlier on today, okay? It's one of my tweets from earlier on today. Let me just get this up. Okay, let me get this up, guys. This is my tweet from earlier today, guys, and I'm going to read it, okay, guys? So let me just get this up. So if we scroll down here, okay, so let me just read this for you. The harsh reality. Okay? The harsh. Rashford, Martial, Pogba, and Sancho, players whose raw talent once promised much, but ultimately fell short. Why? Not because the stars didn't align, nor because of some grand conspiracy to stifle them, but because implication and dedication were glaringly absent. Football, at its core, rewards those who marry skill with sacrifice, consistency with commitment. For all the glimpses of brilliance, too often these players are offered excuses where excellence was required. Let's stop shielding incompetence behind sinister narratives or deflecting blame onto others to suit personal agendas. True champions don't point fingers at the systems, the manager, or the circumstances. They rise above it all. When you look at all the annals of greatness, you'll find players who took accountability, embraced the grind, and refused to let anything or anyone derail their ambition. Making excuses for failure doesn't rewrite history. It only erodes the integrity of the conversation. Let's not cheapen the standards of Manchester United by glorifying missed potential as misfortune. Football doesn't play blame games, and neither should we, guys. That is the comment from my tweet, my Twitter. I had to write that early on, guys. I really did have to write that early on. Absolutely had to say that, guys. Really did, of course. Sal, news on the day, push, absolutely, and that is going to upset a lot of people, isn't it, Asif? It's going to upset a lot of the Garnacho haters. They're going to hate on Garnacho winning the Puskas Award. When was the last time Jadon Sancho won the Puskas Award? I wonder. I don't think he did, didn't he? I don't think he did. Sal Ransom saying have a low IQ, Bluesky. They have low IQ, mate. They've been hit by a horse, by the head by a horse, or too many burgers, too many heavy calories. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, get phone over. We love you, Sal. You're a trillion times better. Thank you so much, mate. And people need to turn their backs on them and come here and let's build this platform together and let's make it bigger, better looking, everything. Because we are, ain't we, guys? Absolutely, we are. Definitely, my friends and family, of course, guys. Guys, you know what? It has been a distracted show. I'm really sorry about the internet connection. I mean, at the end of the day, it cannot be helped sometimes. Sometimes it happens once every 20 streams, something like that. But you know what? I will always try. I will always try and bring you the content and always try my best to get by it. You know what I mean? And that is the most important thing. Absolutely. You missed Lingard in the part. I did. I forgot about him, massive. He was that irrelevant. I forgot about him, my friend. Golden point. Thank you, GK. Thank you. As Mourinho said, see if they win when they play, where they play. I mean, golden comments, goals for George. Golden comments, my friend. Absolutely golden points. As GK said, golden comment. That is goals for George. If they play, where they play. Where's Lingard? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the best team wins. Man United back in the day, in the 90s and stuff like that, never necessarily had the best team. We never necessarily had the best individual players. What did they have? They had the best team. The best team. That's what they did. And that's what's the most important thing. It's the team that wins. It's a sacrifice that wins, not the individual player. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, over the years, we've been full of a team of individuals. And I personally think now it's changing. I think under Ruben Amorim, he's got the right mix. He's got the nice guy. He's got the ruthless guy. He's got the tactical guy. He's got everything, every single manager in one. And that's what I'm really excited about Ruben Amorim. I'm really enthusiastic and giddy in regards to Ruben Amorim. I can't wait until more games come along. And tomorrow, we have got the watch along, guys. It is an important game against Tottenham Hotspur. We win, we're in the semi-final. We don't want Liverpool to go and win another trophy. I do believe that Man United are the only team that could stop Liverpool. I think that. I firmly believe that. And I feel that Liverpool don't want to play Man United. I think Man United can do this, guys. I think they can win tomorrow and they can move to the semi-final. And then who knows what happens? Semi-finals are semi-finals. LT, what's going on, you legend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you back, LT. Hope you're doing good. I liked how Amorim dealt with the Rashford question and not go quite honestly. If the club has become too heavy for Rashford, then he should explore new challenges elsewhere. And I firmly believe, LT, that he has the club has been too heavy for him for a long time. I think it has been a lot heavy for him for a long time. And that's absolutely spot on. And the way he dealt with that question and brushing it off the way he did was absolutely perfect. Brilliant for Ruben Amorim. And I cannot sing Ruben Amorim's praises enough. I mean, I've been singing Ruben Amorim's praises, every single day. I cannot sing it enough. And to be honest with you, I really hope that he succeeds. So your team for the Spurs game, I said it earlier on, but I'm going to give you it again, Asif. I don't know if you agree, but this was my team for the Spurs game, Asif. This was it. Onana, Martinez, De Ligt, Yoro, Malacia, Mainu, Casemiro, Ahmad, Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes, Højlund. I mean, I'm not psychic. I don't know what Ruben Amorim is thinking, but it could be that team. It might not be that team. We'll have to wait and see. Mazraoui needs a rest, in my opinion. Obviously, he's had a knock, so he won't be playing the game. But you know what? That is my team for the Tottenham game, my friend Asif. That is my team for the Tottenham game. If we go forward, of course. Let me just switch that off real quickly. Let's just switch that off real quickly. There we go. Jim, Sal won't be able to watch the next game. I think our game, the Tottenham, that fight. There you go, guys. The dedication for Jim, of course, guys. The dedication is incredible. 5 a.m. Incredible, isn't it? Absolutely. How about bench and put Xerxes in? I heard that, look, Xerxes was a conflicting one for me. I just don't think he's going to bench Bruno, Asif. I'm picking it based on what I think that he might do. It might be one or two or three different players, but I just don't think he's going to bench Bruno. As much as I feel Bruno should be benched, in the quarterfinal of the League Cup, his first cup competition game, I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's going to play next to his closest team, in my opinion. Guys, to be honest with you, Jim, I got the vibe Emery's going to win us satire by 2 years. I absolutely love it. Love the comment, my friend. Love it. Bruno needs a rest. He does. He hasn't stopped playing, has he, Asif? But I doubt he will get it, to be honest with you. Guys, thank you for joining me this afternoon. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Again, I know it's difficult sometimes on these streams when it goes like that. But thank you, everyone, for sticking in there and supporting the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And please don't forget to smash a like on the video. Much love to you all. You are all legends. Thank you very much, guys. It can only get better. Glory, Man United. We'll see you tomorrow for Breaking Dawn, guys. Have a splendid day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. I'm Sal Warner. This is Chatterbox. Take it easy. Bye.